Hey guys, I actually just went on a trip to the coast to go surf, but I'm back and um, super focused, super locked in. I'm actually feeling quite fatigued right now, which is great. I mean, it's in the best way possible. I went and had fun um, with my brothers and my dad, but I wanted to talk about this idea of knowledge and change and how we as humans tend to overestimate the function that failure plays into our lives and not take action because of it. And so this great exercise that I found while studying Napoleon Bonaparte was that he would only look at his battles through the lens of failure. So if the projected outcome was any type of failure, he would have had analyzed it and understood it. And I just did this exercise with my life. I was like, what is my vision? And not long-term goals, because I know that I'll reach my goals if I continue to work at the thing that I want in life, but short-term, right? Like, what happens if like the set in stone things are now, like, let's say I fall out with my business partner, or I don't have a business partner, but my client that I have for my agency, or things like that, of that nature, right? And you just list them all out, all the failures, and then you come to realize that through the understanding of these failures that you have, first of all, nothing to lose, and second of all, you begin to understand that, oh, I'd be fine, and so what is at a point a complete breakdown of understanding or complete fear of failure becomes this thing where it's not that bad to fail. And because in the end, like, failure is going to always be a part of any of these things. It's the cost of admission, right? When you play the game, but it's better to be playing the game than it is to be sitting on the sidelines, is the way I see it. And I'll probably end up seeing that for the rest of my life. And I think that's just a prerequisite to doing big, crazy stuff, is that you have to be willing to fail, and in that understand that there is no such thing as failing, because in reality, failure is just an altered course or a different step. And if it is accounted for, then it can just be transmutated into winning. Partially by never quitting, and partially by growing in understanding, in knowledge. But anyways, when you look at the world, it sounds so silly, but I'm moving into my mom's, and I am not fearful of change, but the environment is different, and my discipline in my life has been based on this one environment. And I realized that my fears are unfounded because my determination is built upon it, and I'll be able to do well in any environment. I mean, that's part of building a robust system, is like, the idea is not to be so fragile that you can't move, or you can't do things, or things can't interrupt you. You shouldn't self-sabotage by having things so that you can have an excuse for failing, but you should build systems in your life that work beyond that of one way or another. And yeah, it was good to go on this vacation because I realized that I don't need to go on family vacations anymore, which sounds kind of harsh, but I think that the value to cost ratio is just too high, and that it's not just a vacation. It takes your energy, it takes time, it takes you away from the game, that you're trying to play, and so it's extremely costly. Now, saying that, I enjoyed hanging out with my family, and I think that oftentimes for myself, it's easy to get wrapped up in these sort of endless things of playing these endless games that I love in business and beyond. And sometimes taking a step back is good, but I definitely just need to focus and sit down and do what I do every day and have these repeatable tasks that are bringing me towards the success that I want. Because deep down I know that anything off the path is just a distraction, and I'm undermining myself at points. And so it's been good learnings though. Like, I wouldn't have thought of these things or learned from them without going on this vacation. So, and also, like, I think that sometimes it's just good to make memories. I mean, my little brother's getting older, and but putting your head down and grinding is nothing to be ashamed of. And sometimes I get pressured into doing things with family, but I'm realizing more and more that it is my choice to be the individual that I want to become, and that I must also prioritize that in my life, even if it means hurting family's feelings, because objectively they are oriented different and their lives are different than mine. So they don't see the world in the way that I do, and if they did, they'd probably be working just as hard as me. So yeah, anyways, that's super sweet, super fire episode. Just repacing, chilling out, about to catch some sleep here. It's quite early, but I'm pretty worn. So yeah, awesome guys. Well, hopefully catch you soon.